To go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert caught by Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
Gain of 12. And the Chargers first down.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on second down. Herbert, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
First down, Chargers.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try the left side. Swift, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. On fourth down on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Desmond King back deep.
The Chargers have gone first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, Haywood!
On third down, Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. On first down, Swift. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll run here with Eckler. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, easy.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Check.
And they give this time to the tailback. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lucky.
The 39-yard line.
Here's Stafford. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Casey Hayward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Come on, set. Send it over. Let's go, Brandon. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Ready?
2nd and 11. He completes it to Henry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And this is complete. It's Allen. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Mike Williams. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point good by Prater. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
180. Omaha, ready to move. Hey.
On first down, Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 180.
52. All day, just like that. Just like that. Switch.
59.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's it, baby.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Good. Hey, easy. Hey. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's King. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Rep. Big rip.
On 1st down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Back to throw. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, Swift. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's go. 22.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
I'm letting you know. Hey, Delta. Check 26, check 26, check 52. Check. Check three on right, 22.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
That's good for the Lions. First down. That's the end of the
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Throwing again at Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up